Hi, I'm Madison Hunter, and this is how to bake chocolate chip cookies. First, we need to wash our hands, so we keep sanitary. Now I'm going to show you all the materials that we will need. We will need 2 bowls, one for dry stuff and one for wet ingredients. And then we would need a spatula and a spoon and a cookie scooper. This helps to put the cookies onto your stone. You will also need a stone and all of your ingredients that are needed, which include butter, 2 eggs, chocolate chips, sugar, brown sugar, baking soda, and vanilla extract. So first thing we need to do is preheat the oven to 375 degrees. That'll take about 10 minutes, so that'll give us perfect time. Then we need to start with 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I already have this pre-measured in this bowl. This is going to be my dry bowl. We're going to need to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. This goes in here. And we're going to mix this and set it aside. That will be our dry bowl. So then in another bowl, I'm going to be using the KitchenAid bowl. You will need to add your 2 softened sticks of butter, because if they are melted, that's no good because your cookies will be flat and weird. And if they are actually too hard, then your butter will be all chunky and the cookies and it's nasty. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands after that because that got a little messy. So now we're going to add 3/4 cups of sugar into this KitchenAid bowl. Put this aside. Then we're going to add our brown sugar. This is 3/4 cups also. Again, I have all of my stuff pre-measured, so it makes it a lot simpler. And so now we're going to add the vanilla into our wet bowl. And now we're going to mix this. Okay, so I'm going to walk back because it's got a little messy. Oops. A little lighter. Because I went too hard, so it kind of went everywhere. No good. I can actually raise it without it coming out of the bowl too much. That should be about right. So I got a little messy, so I'm going to rub this off. Now we can... So now we're going to add 2 eggs. By the way, we use all organics. This will help you. Crack these in. Sorry. Got tucked. Put those in. Now we're going to combine these. Lock it. needs to make it creamy. That should be about right. And okay, so now we are going to add our dry ingredients. And as I take this off, you can notice that there is lots of ingredients on the beater. So what we're going to do is put it down slightly, not to where it touches the other ingredients. And we're just going to run that a little bit to let them kind of get off the beater. About right. So now we're going to add our dry ingredients that we set aside earlier. So now we're going to mix this. So now you're going to mix your dry ingredients in with it. You want to start slow or it'll splatter like earlier. Now I can speed it up a little bit. Starting to mix in. That should be good. So now we're going to lift this up and do what we did earlier. Let it all off the beater. That should be good enough. Now we're going to take this out and add your chocolate chips to it. You want the whole bag. And we are actually going to stir these because if you mix them with the KitchenAid mixer, that will actually make them chopped up and it's just better with the chocolate chips full. So we'll mix these in real nice and good. Okay, so now we're done mixing. You want it to look about like this. And it's time to actually start baking because it is now, the oven is now 375 degrees. So, we're going to take our cookie scooper. You can get this at the local kitchen, any local kitchen store. You want the cookies to be about 2 inches apart from each other. Okay, now we're about done with this one. So now when you've got as many cookies on your stone as you can fit, you're going to put it in your oven on the bottom rack preferably. It'll help them bake a little bit better. So now we're going to let that sit there for 8 to 10 minutes. They've been in the oven for about 10 minutes. They're about ready. So I'm going to take these out. This recipe can make about 3 dozen cookies, which is 36 cookies. You do want to let them cool on here, otherwise they will melt everywhere and be a big mess. But thank you for watching. So goodbye. Thank you.